Good day, everybody. Today's talk, or this week's actually, all you need to know about leadership. You know, the idea of leadership can be intimidating, especially if you've never done it before. But one of the things that's incredible about becoming a leader is watching people grow and having an impact on other people's lives. And it's something that's learned. One of the things that I found, I didn't know anything about being a leader, but I studied it like crazy. I don't know how, wrote countless books on leadership. And in the beginning, just thinking about it was a little scary, but like anything else, just getting into it and start to do it. I think the more you read about leadership, I think some of the books that are probably the best two books to start with are Developing the Leader Within You and Developing the Leaders Around You by John Maxwell. John's a good friend, and his material is fantastic. He's written I don't know how many books now, but those two are a great starting point if you've never led before. And if you have, all of his material is great. I think all of it's worth reading and devouring and making it part of who you are. Because I think nobody's really a born leader. I think some people have some inclinations, or people that are more confident, self-confident, but anybody can become a leader. And studying leadership is one of the keys to being able to become a great leader. That's one of the things that I've done. And I think one of the true tests of great leadership is your ability to duplicate yourself, to get people to do what you've done. That whatever success you've had, if you can help other people become successful, that's leadership. And the better your people do individually, then the better leader you obviously are. So leadership can absolutely be learned, but leadership is simple. To lead is to care, to really care about people, to care about their success, to care about their dreams and goals, to care about helping them get where they want to go. I think one of the things I read many, many, many years ago, probably 30 years ago, is that if you help enough people get what they want, then you will obviously easily, effortlessly get what you want. Leadership is learning to elevate the needs of others to be equal to or above your own. I think you have to really be looking out for people. You always have to do what's right. I think one of the things that I see where people make mistakes in leadership is, sometimes putting their own needs above those of the people that they're leading. And I think you need to really think that through, because that's a very short-term thought process. So elevating the needs of others to be at least equal or above your own is critical. Leadership, then, it's not a title. Leadership is not a position. Leadership is definitely not a crown. Leadership instead is a condition of your heart, the way you feel about other human beings and your desire to help them, move beyond where they are right now. I think one of the great things about being a great leader or a great coach is that people are better off with you than without you. In other words, they would get more done, have more success, accomplish more if they're in your, in your sphere, if you will, if they're around you. And so I think one of the great things of all great leaders is they really do care about their people. And I think if you're going to ever become really great, if you're going to have people that want to help you accomplish your goals, what it is you want to accomplish with your life and with your business, then people need to know that beyond a shadow of a doubt that you care about them and you want them to succeed. It's a heart that wants to look after others. A leadership part is one that wants to look after others. In other words, wants to help them move to higher levels, to move to where they really want to go. It's a heart that seeks to protect others. There's a lot of people that aren't so good out there, and being around a great leader can really make a difference. And you watching out for them and leading them in the right direction and helping them to think correctly and helping them to act correctly and helping them become very, very self-disciplined and ultimately to become great at what it is they do. It's a heart that desires to provide for others. One of the most exciting things for me in building my business is watching the people that I've taught, the people that I've led, the people that I've coached, succeed. And there's a lot of them, and it just warms my heart every time I see somebody doing better because of maybe something I taught them or a way of thinking that I taught them, and to see them start to really, really take off and start accomplishing their goals. And the most important part of it all is when you help develop leaders who are now developing leaders. That's the true test of a great leader, is not just that you are successful, but that you help other people become leaders who develop leaders in their own right. It's a heart that desires to provide for others. There's no question about that. And then leadership is difficult sometimes. It is. It's challenging. It's not the act of leading that's difficult. It's the change of focus that's difficult. It's a change of focus from a me focus to a us focus, to a them focus. That change of focus is most people. I think one of the things in my business, I can see people are really good at the sales part of our business, but they are always thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about their people. They're not thinking how what they're doing or what they're not doing is affecting their people. And so it's a change of focus from me to you. It's the increase in selflessness that's challenging. That's hard for a lot of people to be selfless, because not everybody does what they're supposed to do, and sometimes people disappoint you. But that's okay. That's part of the equation, and you need to just keep being selfless as you're working at developing these people, as leading people. Some people will disappoint, but you know what? More than not, the right kind of people will just help. As you help them, they'll help you. It's the worrying less about yourself and more about others that takes intention, really thinking about how you can help them. Because if you run any kind of enterprise, any kind of, I'm in the sales business and I develop salespeople and I've developed a sales force, I don't worry about me. I worry about how can I help each person become whatever it is they desire to become, to help them become more. I've realized over the last 30-odd years I've been involved in doing this, that the more I help people, the more I help myself. And my intention always is to look out for how can I help you become more successful? How can I help you get better results? That's all I ever think about. And then I'm automatically taken care of. I haven't had to worry about making money or how I'm going to come out on this thing, because in my business, if they do better, I do better. So all I ever focus on is helping people to do better. But like many things that are difficult, it comes with a great reward, and there's no question about it. There's so many different rewards in being a leader. Yeah, there's a lot of responsibility, no question about that. But the payoff is so much greater. And I see people who become lone rangers and don't want to lead and don't want to help other people because a lot of people disappoint them. So I'll just do it myself. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make, because not everybody does what they should do. Doesn't mean that some won't. And so a lot of people I see, they give up. But like many things that are difficult, it comes with a great reward. When you start seeing people succeed and win with the help that you're offering them, with the leadership that you're providing them, that in itself is an amazing reward. And of course, if you're in the right kind of business like mine, there's a monetary reward that comes with that. Although I don't think you should be focusing on it as much as helping people. The money will come. And like everything else in life, if you focus on becoming a great leader in your business, then the money will follow. You don't need to worry about making money. Money will follow you. It ends up being the person who makes the sacrifice that gets the gift. And a lot of times there's a lot of sacrifice in helping people, countless hours, and many times people you're helping don't work out. They end up quitting, or they leave and go to another firm or whatever. But that's okay. That's part of the equation also. The gift of seeing someone else succeed is incredible. I have so many people that I've led over the years that have won really big, and there's a lot of people that I mentor that I don't have any financial remuneration from. There's all kinds of different people in my business that are having great success that I've been mentoring, and it's I do that just for the sheer pleasure of watching them succeed and continuing to confirm that the way I think, the way I operate, the things that I teach work. The gift of watching someone else grow is incredible, folks. It really is. Seeing somebody go from a maybe not too confident person to all of a sudden they're up on stage and they're just ripping it to shreds. They're just tearing it up, doing an incredible job, having people follow them. They're getting awards. They're building their own incredible teams. It's just really, really exciting to watch that. The gift of experiencing something that's bigger than yourself. You know, the thing is, when we look back on our lives, one of the greatest things of a life well spent is what you left behind, what kind of impact you had on other human beings. You know, are people better off because having been exposed to you, having met you, having worked with you, having been in your sphere, as I said earlier? I mean, it's an amazing thing to help people become more, to do more, to win in life, to take care of their families in an incredible way. It's just fabulous. That's leadership. That is being a human being, and that is wonderful. And that kind of leadership is always, always worth it.